Let me show you what $139 in Cuba gets you and how not to get screwed up. I had pre-booked a tour to walk around Varadero and get to know the place. Since it was raining, the tour was canceled. I had a really hard time getting around with my cell phone because I didn't have any service. Since the Wi-Fi over there is limited and very spotty, it'd be very wise to get a VPN if you want your phone to work, or you'll be limited to Wi-Fi, which goes out from time to time during random times of the day so the government can do their repairs. Since that happened, I had to keep asking people for their hotspot. I would advise against that, since there wasn't a whole lot to do, and waited until the bus was scheduled to go back to Havana was ready to go. Around 6:20, the bus arrived in Old Havana. I recognized the area since I'd been there a few days prior. As I was getting off the bus, there was a guy asking all the passengers if they needed a taxi. I told him that I did. He then escorts me to a bike taxi, and I asked him how much it was going to be to get me to my destination. I gave him the address, and he told me it's going to be $10. Now, here's where I fucked up. You need to be very clear on this, because here's where they get you. I got this 27-year-old kid named Carlos. He was super cool, we bullshitted the whole time. He ended up taking me a couple kilometers away, but then he ends up stopping on some corner and he tells me, hey, Avenida de los Presidentes, the street I was needing to go to, it's right over there. So I said, okay, well, take me over there. And he says, well, bicycles aren't allowed, even though I saw a bicycle going by on that street right then. Since I was told it was going to be $10, I ended up giving him $15 because he was cool. He looks at it like it's shit. We start arguing for a minute, and then the guy who told me that it was $10, he rolls up on a different taxi. Carlos then tells him that I'm not paying. I tell the guy, you told me $10. Then Carlos flips his badge around and says, hey, it's $10 a kilometer because we do tours. And I said, well, I know you didn't go no 8 damn kilometers because they were trying to charge me $80. I got straight hustled. So they dropped me off nowhere near where I was trying to go to. I ended up having to take all my shit with me and walk down the street to a hotel, ask for a taxi. And I was still another 10 minutes away by taxi. The moral of the story is make sure that it is very, very specific, because they will try to word it any way they can to make you look wrong. Anyway, once I got to my Airbnb, I walked down the street to 1909 Downtown Restaurant, had some really good lobster.